Greetings. I have returned. I'm sorry I've been away. Needed to sort some stuff out, okay? So I basically had, I'll just come straight to the point, okay? I had to take a mental health break. I think that's the way people, the trendy people say it these days. I had to take a mental health break after like Christmas, the New Year. I felt really, really bad over Christmas. Just mad and all that drinking, all that food, and it definitely did something. And the hangovers, especially, the hangovers were the worst. Drinking wasn't the problem. It was kind of the next day. The drinking was the fun bit. Unfortunately, there are consequences for that, and yeah, the hangovers were getting really depressing, and it's all kind of stress related. Okay, stress related, lack of sleep or good sleep maybe, and um, that stuff there, this stuff here. I haven't quit drinking, by the way, in case you're worrying there. It tastes too good to quit. Okay, so yeah, I needed to take a little break. It all kind of came to head around Christmas time, as I say. But I mean, even all last year, I was just really kind of, as the year was going on, I was getting more and more stressed out, and yeah, it all kind of came to a head. As soon as we hit January, and the kind of reality of, the whole Christmas bubble had been burst, and all the stuff I had to do in work, and I had loads of stuff to do from last year to finish off, and stuff to do at the start of this year, end of year, start of year, all that stuff. It's just so stressful, and getting enough proper sleep. I think that's the kind of thing, because even at Christmas I was still getting like 8 hours of sleep or whatever, and I was thinking, that's fine. I'm just getting 8 hours, 8.5 hours, maybe 9 hours sometimes, and that's fine. It wasn't fine. Wasn't fine. It turned out it wasn't. So I've tried to change my ways a little bit and reduce the amount I'm drinking. Not by a huge amount, because I'm not necessarily a massive drinker. I don't think I am anyway. Maybe I am. I'm not admitting it. But so I've come to a few rules. Okay, one is that I'm not drinking too much on like a Friday night or Sunday night, especially. I'm not drinking too much on Sunday because I got to work on Monday, and that's just a no-go. Friday's not too bad because I got Saturday off, obviously, but I'm not. And same as Saturday, I usually drink more on Saturday than I would on Friday, because I know I'm going to be doing nothing on Sunday. Whereas with Saturday, I'm going to be probably going places, whatever. But yeah, the main rule is that I'm not drinking after midnight, because this has always been my problem. So I tend not to drink until the kids go to bed, and now they're getting older. It's like 10, half 10, easily half 10 at night before they're going to bed, or you can get them into bed, and starting drinking at half 10 at night, that's no good. And then because you're only really getting started by midnight, and the party's in full swing, sort of, so to speak. So yeah, and there's times where I'm up, I'm coming out here at 2 o'clock in the morning just to get another pint and stuff like that. That is just ridiculous. And then even if I do get me 8 hours sleep, I still feel like shit the next day. I feel worse somehow because the body clock's not used to staying up late or something. I don't know how it works, but yeah, it was all getting a bit too depressing and stuff like that, and with all the stress on top, I needed a clear mind. I've got a very important year this year in work, and I need to be more on the ball. I need to be more, less slow mentally than I normally am, because I just, I know my job back to front, and I could sleepwalk through it, which I have been doing, but I need to be a bit more on the ball, and got other things as well I needed to sort out. And so yeah, basically I've spent the last 8 weeks sorting my stuff out, sorting my shit out. But I say I haven't stopped drinking. I haven't stopped brewing either. I've actually come out here to get a gravity reading on this bad boy. It looks like it's finished, and it looks like it's 10:28, does that say? No, it's not. I think it's 10:30. Thank God it's 10:30. So yeah, if it's stopping that high, it's obviously an imperial stout. And the reason why I don't want to go down any further is because it's if it finishes at 10:30, it's going to be 13%. 13%. So yeah, that's quite high, isn't it? So this is a proper imperial stout. A coffee imperial stout. So I wanted to I always do I don't say always. I usually do an imperial stout at Christmas or another beer, a big beer, something different every year. And I didn't want to do just a KBS, even though the last one I did for last year, which was it was a bit like KBS. It wasn't exactly KBS, but it was a bit like it. It turned out brilliantly well. And I don't have too many bottles left. I only have like 3. That looks like 3 bottles in there, and I was supposed to send a load out, and I only sent maybe 1 or 2 out, which is bad. And then I spent the rest of the time drinking them, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm sort of not sorry that I haven't done that because I really enjoyed drinking them. So I wanted to do something different this year. I actually, the couple of days before, I went into Brewfather and started typing out a recipe just with the stuff I had. And then when it came to the end of the recipe, I was all like, that looks very familiar. Is that just the recipe I did last year, or is that like KBS I've just done? Yeah. It turned out it was basically a clone of KBS. So yeah, we had to go back to the drawing board. So that's a proper coffee stout. Shall we taste it actually? See what it's like. I think it is definitely 10:30, and if it is 10:30, it's definitely finished then. Okay. I mean, look, you can even see it's clinging to the hydrometer. Smells like coffee now. Obviously, it's like 20 something degrees, but oh. It's potent. Needs time to condition, definitely, but it's not infected, so. Oh, jeez! Still a wee bit left. Hold on. Can't leave that. Well, that's intense. It's quite boozy. It's quite boozy. And you can taste the alcohol. And a bit of coffee. Oh, that's rough. Because it needs time to condition. 13%. It's gonna be it's gonna need time. So I did manage to get it up. There is a video on it. I did actually take video of it, so it'll be up at some point. I'm not sure when exactly, but I've also got some oak chips as well too, which have been sitting in vodka for like the last week. So I was wondering what to do about this, whether I should put it into either a keg over there, which is what I want to do, but I want to bottle it. And I want to use, I've got like a load of Grolsch bottles that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. So if I'm bottling out of the keg, it'll be through the top up there, and that won't take the Grolsch bottles. So might actually just put it into the small fermenter up there, stainless steel one. Give it a good clean, stick it in there, put those in, and then just stick it somewhere and just let it sit for a couple of months until it starts warming up. And then we'll get it in the bottles like we do every year. Basically, that's the way it works, isn't it? So yeah. So other than that, there's one other beer that I've got on, which was the bitter. So the Clipper bitter. I did a Clipper bitter at the end of last year. I did a video on it, and it turned out brilliantly well. Really enjoyed drinking it over Christmas into the new year, and then I had to just brew it again. But I brewed it in the normal the normal stainless steel fermenter I have, not a pressure fermenter like I did the first time, because I was wondering how much difference would it make doing it at pressure and doing it without pressure. So we'll find that out at some point in the next week or two, I think, if I'm going to start making videos again, hopefully regularly. And then I pitched the stout onto that yeast cake. So it's a Clever Bitter yeast cake as well too. So an imperial stout with a New England IPA yeast. What could possibly go wrong? So yeah, I've basically done 2 brews. So I want to do a brew. I'm not drinking as much though, because that basically that's full, and this is full, and I was still drinking. I was still drinking up the last weekend. A video that you haven't seen yet, but what a beer that I brewed like in the end of December. So I really haven't been drinking as much. So yeah, I could probably leave it another week, but I want to get like a New Zealand Pilsner on, and we'll let it condition as well too, because it does need to be conditioned. The beer that I'm actually drinking now is one that I brewed. This is a German Pilsner. I brewed this, must have been the start of December, and it was okay in December, but it just takes a bit of time. And the only drinks I've been having every now and again, every other week. See how it's coming on. We're coming up to 90 days now, and that is pretty much spot on. Yep, it's good. It's good. It's kind of it's got a bit of a spicy note to it. And this kind of thing that I can best describe as like a lemony type of taste, to me anyway. So lemon and spice, but it's also got like this kind of little kind of subtle bitter finish. It's subtle, but not bitter as in like IPA bitter, but you know what I mean. It's a Pilsner. There's not really anywhere for you know it to hide. There's just like, it's only like 4.5%. And it's just on the back end, so I do like that. It's quite good. But yeah, it needs, as I said, needs the time to condition. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that on Sunday, and we shall. Yeah, we'll just get back into it again. So, as I say, I'm gonna try and put up, start getting regular videos up. But again, I am kind of busy this year, and I'm gonna be going away and will work and stuff. So I'll do what I can, and yeah, we'll just not be drinking after midnight. That's the key. That is the key to not getting those killer hangovers. And the only other thing then is that I finally booked, like tonight, I'm saying this because it's in my head, finally booked my ticket to London Craft Beer Festival in August the 9th. Booked the ticket, it was like 55 quid. Booked the flight over, that's like 78 quid, something like that. Booked the hotel, that's another 230 quid, something like that. And this is for 2 nights as well too, Thursday night and Friday night. And so yeah, that's all, at least that's out of the way now, and I can relax now. So all I need is just to sort out the travel and stuff, to and from on the day. So it should be fine. At least that's done and dusted, because the price of everything these days is crazy. Which I know, because I've also had to shell out another 220 quid today on the car, because the car, underneath the car, there's just suddenly this banging noise. It's like, what the hell is that? And when I looked out, it was like the exhaust was hanging off basically, and it was like all kind of rusted. All the brackets are rusted, so it had come loose, but the whole kind of back box and stuff was all rusted. So I had to get all that changed, and so yeah. And then I've had to go to the dentist as well too, and I haven't been to the dentist in years. I'm lapsed, and yeah, you can't get an NHS dentist anymore. They're impossible to find. And kind of where I live, I got one dentist, and the only other dentist in this kind of area said they would take me. This is going private, but they couldn't give me any appointments until June, July time. I was like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, that's set me back another friggin' 200 quid, something like that. So yeah, yep. So yeah, so I'm in the poorhouse is what I'm saying. So I need to get back to making my own beer. I can't be drinking the old champagne anymore because I can't afford it. It's been quite an expensive week, But you know, anyway, enough of my yakking. I'm gonna go. So cheers. I think I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. I'm gonna get back to watching videos. I had to take like a complete break. I haven't actually watched anybody's. I haven't even logged into my channel on YouTube. I've got another channel, which is watch all the other crap on YouTube, because I want to keep Big Banana Brewing purely for like brewing videos. Otherwise, you know what YouTube's like. It'll just throw you bloody crap all the time, suggestions that aren't beer related. So I haven't actually logged into my own channel in like 2 months. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some kind of catching up here, big time. So yeah, I'll get back into it, and then we'll all be happier and wiser and better for the experience, won't we? So here's to you, here's to me, and here's to not drinking after midnight. Cheers.